Sometimes the hardest thing to accept is not pain, but stillness. Pain at least explains itself. Pain has a reason, a story, a cause you can point to, but stillness feels like nothing is happening, like time is passing you by without permission. You wake up, you move through the day, you go to sleep again, and quietly a question begins to follow you. What am I doing with my life? You don't ask it loudly. You don't ask it in public. You ask it in the small hours and when distractions are gone and honesty has room to speak. You watch others move forward, announce milestones, celebrate progress, and you are learning how to survive silence. But listen carefully now. Not every chapter of life is written for display. Some chapters are written for alignment. This season you're in, it doesn't look impressive. It doesn't come with applause. It doesn't give you proof you can show the world. But that does not make it meaningless. In fact, some of the most important changes happen where no one is watching, like the way the body heals, not in noise, but in rest. Like the way seeds grow, not in sunlight, but buried, hidden, pressed into darkness. You may feel buried right now, covered by uncertainty, covered by unanswered prayers, covered by waiting, but buried is not the same as buried forever. Buried is where roots learn direction. Buried is where strength is trained quietly. Buried is where identity stops performing and starts becoming real. Right now, life is not asking you to run. It is asking you to listen, to notice what you avoided when things were busy, to feel emotions you postponed when survival took priority, to meet parts of yourself you didn't have time for before. And yes, that can feel uncomfortable. Stillness brings clarity, and clarity brings truth. You begin to see patterns, old wounds, repeating cycles, choices you made out of fear, not alignment. This season is not here to shame you for that. It's here to release you from it. You are not being delayed. You are being refined. There's a difference. Delay feels like punishment. Refinement feels slow, but purposeful. Think about this. If everything you wanted arrived too early, before you understood yourself, before you healed certain wounds, before you learned to say no, would it actually serve you or would it consume you? Some things arrive late, only because arriving early would have destroyed you. So if life has slowed your pace, it may be because you're being protected from outcomes you weren't ready to carry. That job, that visibility, that responsibility, that relationship. Timing is not just about opportunity, it's about capacity. And capacity is built in quiet seasons. Right now, you are learning how to sit with yourself without needing validation. You are learning how to exist without proving anything. You are learning how to rest without guilt. That is not weakness. That is maturity forming. The world celebrates movement, but wisdom often grows in a pause. You may feel like you're falling behind, but behind what? Exactly? Someone else's timeline? Someone else's version of success? Someone else's expectations? Your life is not late. It is yours. And it is unfolding at the pace that allows you to stay whole. If you listen closely, this season is teaching you something gentle. It's teaching you that your worth was never tied to productivity, that you don't need to earn rest, that you don't need to justify healing, that you don't need to rush becoming. You are allowed to arrive slowly. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to outgrow old dreams. You are allowed to pause without explanation. And even if no one else understands this phase, Life does, because life is preparing you for a version of yourself that will move with clarity, not desperation, with boundaries, not burnout, with purpose, not pressure. One day, you'll look back at this quiet stretch and realize it was not empty at all. It was full of invisible work, the kind of work that makes future storms survivable, the kind of work that teaches discernment, the kind of work that turns chaos into calm. So tonight, don't fight the stillness. Let it hold you. Let it slow your breathing. Let it soften your thoughts. Let it remind you, you're not behind. You're not failing. You are not forgotten. You are in a season of becoming that doesn't announce itself yet. And when movement returns, you will move differently. Not because you're chasing life, but because life is finally meeting you where you are ready. Until then, rest here. You are safe in this pause. You are growing. Even now,